So, is Adams right? Will you work with him, and is there a fix?
I will meet with Eric Adams. I've yet talked to him. I actually plan on calling him tonight, but I'll probably call him right after the show. But he's reached out to me a couple times. I've been on travel, but I plan on calling him either tonight or first thing in the morning. I certainly will meet with him. I'm looking for partnerships. I'm not looking for enemies.
Win, baby.
I think we both have the same concern on the rising illegal alien crime rate in New York City. I want to help him address that.
Do you believe that you can get the bad guys without sweeping up a lot of not bad guys, except for the fact that they came into the country illegally and all the things that go along with breaking up families, breaking up workplaces, the risks that you know very well?
Well, look, like I said in the first show, our priority right out of the gates is criminal aliens, the ones who are here illegally that committed a crime. And that's why I'm happy that the mayor's reached out, because if they can help us arrest the bad guy and the safety and security of their jails, work with their law enforcement, that means less officers in the streets, less officers in the communities. But when we're forced, when a sanctuary city just keeps releasing illegal aliens with criminal convictions back to the streets, that forces the men and women of ICE to go into communities. And when they find the bad guy, most likely they're going to be with others. And ICE officers are not going to walk away from somebody that's here illegally, that's standing there in front of them. So if he wants less collateral arrests, that's what working together is going to prevent, more collateral arrests, because we're going to have the bad guy in our hands from the beginning and not have to go.
9:33 now here in New York. New York City's mayor, Eric Adams, says that he wants migrants charged with crimes to be deported from his city. That's a major shift from his previous stance of waiting for convictions. This is what he said to reporters just yesterday here in Gotham City.
You think the city should cooperate with ICE under certain circumstances?
This is not a new position, because in the state of era of cancel culture, no one is afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me. And if you come into the
Cancel me. Woo! Tell y'all, man, he earned some respect points. He earned some. He earned some points from them Patriots. Cancel me. I don't care. Cancel me. That right there speaks volumes, man. Especially in the disgraceful times that we're living in. Stay woke. Again, the cancel culture. Bunch of this made up crap. Well, I gotta tell you, man. Go woke, go broke. That's what them Patriots say. Go woke, go broke. But it takes a lot of courage. A lot of courage to say what he said, man. And that's what a lot of us Patriots say all the time. I don't care. Cancel me. Cancel me. I like that right there, y'all. How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about this, man? Y'all like, oh, nah, Rick, he trying to save himself. Nah, trap him. He trying to save himself, Rick. Don't. Nah, but man, it's. I told y'all, man, it's coming. It's coming. Common sense is back. We got Patriots in there, and it's time to do a deep cleansing, because it's a disgrace what they've allowed to happen. An absolute disgrace. America isn't America anymore. We got to turn this thing back around, man.
this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers. This is not the mayor you want to be in the city under.
A lot of people may not have expected those answers. Joe Borelli with me now, New York City Council Minority Leader. And Joe, good morning. Welcome back. New York Post cover. Here we go. Cancel me. I don't care.
Ooh. Cancel me. I don't care, man. On the big poster, man, on the in the front of the page, top of the newspaper. Cancel me. I don't care, man. I told y'all yesterday that this right here spoke volumes, man. Again, with everything that we got now, and with all this, crap that they spew out, and people, oh, they're getting, we're gonna cancel him, we're gonna cancel her. We got to stay woke. Everybody got to be woke. A bunch of crap, man. DEI, you know, a bunch of just crap. A bunch of rot, man. And I'm glad that tide is turning, man. I'm glad that people are speaking out. I'm glad that people are making a stand, man. And I told y'all, enough is enough. People are fed up, man. Cancel me, I don't care. Love it, y'all. Love it.
Been a long time since we've heard that. We understand that later this week, in all likelihood, Tom Homan will be here in New York, and the two men will talk. What comes of it? What's the fate of the future for the safety of people in New York?
Well, hopefully it's a better outcome than we're seeing now. I mean, look, Bill, this election was certainly a wake-up call to the American people and most importantly to the Democratic Party. And it seems like perhaps Mayor Adams is the only one answering the phone because he's the only person recognizing right now that the American public and the New York public are simply not going to take the garbage that's going on right now where our laws hamper us from cooperating with ICE. It really is an unsustainable situation to have people who are convicted in other countries or accused by the NYPD of committing crimes and us not to be able to put them on the deportation process. People think, by the way, this is some extrajudicial process. People are simply going to go to the immigration court system and be adjudicated to be deported. That's all we're asking for. And I think Mayor Adams, if he can get this done, this could be a highlight of his first term in office.
Well, if you want to save some money, Department of Government Efficiency, now known as DOGE, has a couple ideas. Here it is. In 2023 alone, illegal immigration cost taxpayers $150.7 billion. Put this in context with other costs adjusted for inflation. World War I was $334 billion. Apollo space program $257. Manhattan Project $30 billion. Panama Canal $15 billion. Hoover Dam $1 billion. You know, Joe, it's kind of what people voted on. That's what this election was about in many ways for many people.
Yes.
It is, and people are sick of it. To give some more context, I mean, it's costing us about $5 to $6 billion a year here in New York City. That is more than the entire budget of the FDNY and the Department of Sanitation combined. So that should really give a sense of scale to anyone listening how much of an impact this is having on New Yorkers, not just those who are victims of crime, but people who have to pay taxes, businesses that have to pay taxes, people that have to get their property taxes increased every year. This is a real cost, and it's a significant cost. It's not something that's a drop in the bucket by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, they could withhold federal funds to major American cities if they don't cooperate, and that would be a stinger. Joe, keep watching it for us.
The long-term impact of what we did to this city is you're going to see it materialize in administrations in the future. They hurt the future of New York City. And when people hear me say $6.4 billion, they may say, well, okay, it's just $1 billion here, $1 billion there. No, we didn't invest in seniors the way we should have, and young people the way we should have. We're not going after get these chronic absentee students the way we should have. The crimes that we witnessed, this impacted our city, and people don't seem to understand, why were you fighting so hard for this? Because I reflected on that 11-year-old boy that was denied, and I went into government to stop these 11-year-old boys, and I came up with a plan to do so, and the federal government made me take $6.4 billion out of providing these services that we all should be angry at what happened to our city under this administration.
We're going to play it nice and loud before we get out of here. So just in case but I know y'all like to hear it again. Some of y'all probably ain't heard it at all, but we're going to make sure we play it nice and loud. Listen up before we get out of here.
Well, cancel me, because I'm going to protect the people of this city. Those who are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them. And I would love to sit down with the Board of Czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to address those who are harming our citizens. I want you to all go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country. They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away. That was their position. So this is not a new position, because in the state of in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me, because I'm going to protect the people of this city. And if you come into this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers, this is not the mayor you want to be in the city.